Some of our key products that we currently carry are our red and blue anaerobic thread lockers. And some of those are the 263 red and the 243 blue. In most instances, these are the two key products that would be used in aftermarket automotive use: engine blocks, transmissions, transfer cases, and differentials. We also offer a lot of thread sealing products in line of using things like Teflon tape. We've got products that you can use to seal pipes, aluminum, steel, but not plastic, because plastic could be damaged. A lot of our sealing products will handle anywhere from 5 to 10,000 pounds per square inch, and the pipe sealing products are removable. We also have products for retaining bearings onto shafts, such as the 668 product, the 620, and the 640. We've got those in stick products, and we also have those in the liquid. We also have products for silicones for gasket making, where instead of using a gasket, you could use a silicone product or a gasket making product. These are all available from Loctite. We also have the anti-seize products that come in a stick form or in a container. Anti-seize is great to be used for anything that you want to prevent from corroding and will easily come apart. We also have products used such as super glues, which can be used in a variety of applications in aftermarket automotive, for metal, to fabrics, to paper. The super glues work great for that. We also have the mixing cups that can be used for mixing and for quick metal repairs and bonding. We also have other products for windshield repair. If you should damage your windshield, this product works great to fill a little bullseye that you get. And we've got other products also called freeze and release, and these products are used to remove corroded parts and assemblies that need to come apart. Okay, now that you know a little bit about Loctite as a group and how we've come to market, what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide some demos here on thread locking, thread sealing, retaining with bearings, and gasketing. So let's begin. There's always a lot of questions on which thread locker should I use for which application. We've got a wide range of thread lockers in the Loctite line, but some of the most important ones that you're going to want to use to kind of niche things down, especially in the aftermarket automotive line, is our red and our blue. We've got a 242 and a 262, and these are the most common. The blue is to be used where you want to remove something. The red is to be used where you want to permanently keep it. Now, what are a couple good examples? When you're assembling an engine, you're probably going to want to use the 242. If you're doing something in suspension, which requires safety, such as steering and braking, you're probably going to want to use the 262. But looking at these two products, you also have a component in a lot of the engines called 243. 243 is a new thread locker in blue that does not require any kind of primers to be used on stainless or aluminum, which there's a lot of now. And it also can be used, the 243 can be used where there's oily surfaces, where the 242 does not work too well. So on the red or blue surfaces, these are our two staple products, but 243 is more preferred over the older 242 because of its capacity with inactive metals and oil. If you've got like eyeglasses or set screws or carburetor screws or small tiny screws of a quarter inch or smaller, the 222 MS works great for that because it's a very low strength and enables smaller parts to be removed quickly. So that's one of the big pluses. If you're ever wicking something together, if you've got a component that's already together and you don't want to disassemble it, you can use our Loctite product 290. And the 290, what it does is by applying this product on here, it'll actually wick its way into nuts and bolts and lock them together. And this is kind of a medium-high strength. And also, we've got the stick products that you can use in thread locking. These are convenient because they've got a longer lifespan than the bottles do. They're convenient to carry, and they're a lot of fun to use, especially in if you've got an application where you're under a vehicle or you're working in an area where you have a hoist or a lift and you need to get to something. So this is kind of the 101 version of what to use. Now also, we've got other products in the red. We've got a 272, which is good for higher temperatures. This is a permanent red. We also have a 277 product that's used for larger bolts. This is very strong red, and it's going to be used where you're not going to want things to fall apart or have anybody basically take them apart. This is the strongest red. So basically, these are the ones that you're going to want to use for automotive use, and they should be used, they should work efficiently and perfect for your needs. Thread lockers they work on the absence of air and the presence of metal. This is red Loctite. This is what it looks like after it's cured. This is a thermal plastic once it reaches that state of no air and having metal around it. So basically, the way it would work is when you go to apply it, you just gently apply it to your fastener, okay? And you don't have to go all the way around because the nut and bolt itself will do that. So you just tighten it up, and here it starts to activate because the air is pushed out, all of the air from the front and the back of the threads, and there's just Loctite in between the nut and bolt, which is the presence of metal now. So this will cure up. But one thing about when you're working on a car engine is you have something called a blind hole. And as you can see from this assembly here, this blind hole, it doesn't go all the way through. So with air being trapped in here, this is not going to harden up to this thermal plastic. Now there's red and there's blue in mostly the thread lockers. I did show you the red and I did demo the blue. So let's put the blue into this assembly. But since this is a plastic compound, the Loctite products will crack plastics and not hurt the metals. So what we're going to use is we're going to use Dawn soap that looks a lot like the blue thread locker. So we'll pour a little bit of this in here, okay, gently. And if this was your engine block and you had a bolt and you wanted to fasten the heads on, what you'd want to do to get all the air out is to tighten it up, and it will cause a hydraulic effect which will bring the fluid out, and this will cure in the absence of air, presence of metal. This is a good assembly that would work, okay? So that's how that would work. Now also we've got the stick products, which is a solid. And the nice thing about the sticks is you can gently apply it right to your thread, especially if you're working underneath an assembly or on a hoist. You can take this and apply it, and here, this will work also just as the liquid. And to really make a lot of other benefits, we have the 249 tape. The 249 tape is a newer chemistry, and the way that this product works is you can actually take this product and you can wrap your bolt with this just before you're going to apply it. You can sit up there for up to 30 days. So you've got 3 actual ways of doing this. You've got the liquid, the stick, and the tape version. And you can eliminate things like this by using the red and blue thread lockers from Loctite. What are the best thread sealing products to use during any kind of automotive application? Now most of us have grown up with this stuff here, which is called Teflon tape. And as you know, Teflon tape is not really a sealant, it's a pipe lubricant, and that's traditionally how it was designed. But Loctite has got some great products, like we've got the 565, which is a thread sealing product that you can use on a variety of pipes, pneumatic, hydraulic, gas lines, and water lines. It works great. It's good for about 5,000 pounds per square inch, and this does not lock the pipes up. What it does, it enables you to seal them and lubricating them as they go together. Another great product that we've got is the 545, which is specifically made for pneumatic hydraulic use. So that's a purple type Loctite, and that's very good. Some of the downfalls that you could run into with the Teflon tape is it can actually get into hydraulic fluid and it can actually clog a system. This is a shutdown for anybody with an automotive vehicle or even in a plant use where Teflon tape is used on pipes where it shouldn't. Some of the other great products we've got are the thread sealants with the PTFE, which is a real good super product. These are very easy to use. They've got an easy to use brush. They can be a little messy, but applying these to your pipes is going to seal them up and, like I say, enable them to come apart easily. Okay, what we're going to do here, instead of using Teflon tape, we're going to use the Loctite stick product, which is one of my favorites. You can use this on pneumatic, hydraulic, gas lines, water lines. And I've got a little demo here with a pipe fitting assembly, okay, that I'm going to put together. And we're just going to wipe a little bit of this on here. And now if this gets inside the system, this will dissolve harmlessly. It will not affect anything. It will not affect gauges. any kind of valves, it will not cause a shutdown situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together, okay? And I'm not generally going to tighten it. I'm just going to snug it down. I'll just snug it down gently, as you can see. I will close my shutoff valve, and then what I will do is I will insert a CO2 cartridge, roughly 550 pounds per square inch. And I will insert this into here and pressurize the system. And as you can see, the system is now pressurized. It's approximately hitting almost 575 pounds per square inch. Like I say, this product, along with the other products, is removable. But what this does is it seals it safely. You know, what I can also do is I can actually loosen this. And if you look, you'll see that the gauge basically stays right where it's supposed to, roughly at 550 pounds. Here we're going to talk a little bit about super glues, cyanoacrylates, which are used to bond a variety of different products, such as metals, fabrics, plastics, paper, weather stripping. Anytime you need to use a little super glue, you usually grab for one of these little products right here, which are convenient, but the thing is with this product here, you probably get a one-shot deal out of it. Unless you properly cap it and seal it, you could reuse it. But Loctite has invented the QuickType product, which is very easy to use. It's our basic all-around super glue CA, and when you open it, you'll hear a ratcheting effect, which actually pierces the tip. So that tip has been pierced by the cap, which enables you to use these little wings to actually apply your CA product, which it's a gel form, it's easy to control, and when I let off of it, what it does is it actually sucks air back into the tube, enables us to be reused again by simply recapping the product, which saves on waste and mess. We're going to do a little bit about retaining of bearings 101, just a quick little demo. As you know, a lot of bearings are held onto metal shafts, and in many cases, what you need to do is you need to fill the void in a little bit on that bearing and shaft and get it to lock on there. And Loctite provides a wide range of bearing products used in the retaining. Here we've got the 680 product, which is a liquid form, and then we've got the stick product, which is really probably one of the most convenient to use. But what you can do is if you need to mount any kind of bearing onto a steel shaft, what you can do is just apply it, like I say, either bottle or stick, but stick we'll use for this quick little commercial we're doing, and you can actually seal this right on here. And what this is doing right now is it works very much like a thread locker, but it actually locks right on there. This right now is locked on there. That's how quick that works. So it fills in the void, it hardens it up, and there's no slip on here at all. So this will be ready to go into service in about 24 hours.